the last several days I've been traveling, I rented 2 corporate-owned hotels, and I rented 2, let's see, this one, I rented 2 corporate hotels, and I rented 2 independent, old classic roadside motels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you the difference between corporate and, what can we say, small business owner roadside motel action. So right now we're in Lamar, Colorado, and we're traveling down the highway, the open road. We've been on the road for approximately 4 or 5 days, and we pulled over in the middle of the night. We actually went to another hotel. It was a corporate hotel. I think it was Holiday Inn, and they wanted $145. Now, let me tell you something. Lamar, Colorado is a very small town. You're going to have a lot of corporate action going on here because corporate is trying to take over America. But I'm going to go ahead and explain this very simple and easy. What you're looking at right here, this is an independent motel, probably built back in the 60s, probably 50s. It's called the Blue Spruce. I'm not trying to advertise for them. What I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to get and save money on motels. I want everybody to take a good look at this place. And I want you to pay attention very closely. This is a motel from I would say the mid-60s, possibly the 70s. It's called the Spruce Motel. I'm using this as an example. I paid $62, and that was with tax. With tax. $62 for me and my wife, Minnie the Body Shop Girl, to stay in this motel. I thought that was very reasonable for today's rates, versus $125 to $150. And if you look real close, this motel has been remodeled. This is a remodeled motel. The owner of this motel went through the whole thing, spent big bucks completely restoring it and completely remodeling it to make it brand spanking new. He also has a swimming pool over there next to the building. Of course, it's closed right now. This is winter time. But when you're shopping for motels and hotels, I am going to tell you right now, stay away from corporate hotels. Holiday Inn, Red Roof Inn, Quality Inn, Motel 6, for instance. All these hotels are out to grab your money, steal your money. The rooms are cheap, they stink, the hallways are filthy. I mean, I can go on and on, but you know what? You know, okay? This is a $62 room. We're gonna go in there and I'm gonna show you this. And as we're looking at that room, I want you to remember, driving down the highway in town, we're not getting online, we're not going on Priceline.com, we're not, what can I say, we're not shopping for a hotel or motel in advance, we're not making reservations. You don't need to make reservations, people. Especially when you're traveling on the open road of America. There's thousands and millions of hotels and motels. You do not need to make a reservation. You can pull into a place like this, nice and clean, well kept, and save big bucks of money. It's ridiculous to go to these corporate hotels and spend the money that they want just because they serve breakfast. I would rather spend $62 on a room and possibly go down to the local mom and pop home cooking restaurant and have bacon and eggs instead of having the manufactured processed food that the corporation hotels sell. Think about it. Minnie the Body Shop Girl just had some surgery, She had a nail taken out of her tibia bone in her leg because she's getting an ankle replacement, so she had a metal rod. So she has to sleep on her own bed so she can stretch her leg out properly. So we got to get 2 beds. I forgot to tell you, this is a 2-bed room. This is not a single bedroom. This is a 2-bed room. We were at Stay America. I believe that's what it's called, Stay America. I pulled out the fold-out couch bed, and the mattress was completely full of blood. It looked like period blood. It was disgusting. It was filthy gross. It was vomitization, okay? You see what I'm saying? Vomitization. It was sick and disgusting. We ended up taking the bedspread off of the bed Minnie was sleeping on and putting it on, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't sleep on it, so I ended up basically sleeping on the floor. I went down to the desk the next morning, and they ended up giving me a full refund, and the reason was because they didn't want me to do what I'm doing here. Okay? They were very apologetic, and they said, we're going to even refund you for last night. You're going to get all your money back, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Corporate. We got a Holiday Inn the next night in Corsicana when we were visiting my daughter. We got a Holiday Inn because all the mom and pop places were full, and it was disgusting. It was utilitarian style motel room. It was depressed in there. It stunk. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about when you first open the door of a hotel, corporate hotel. It has this familiar, stinky, disgusting smell. I pulled the covers back on my bed, and there was these like yellow dots on the sheet. I called the front desk. They never returned my call. Never. The bathtub had a film around it, and there was actually soap and shampoo. That was a nice situation, but it was utilitarian style living. It was like millennial. It was gross and sick. The heater came on and off all night long. It's one of those motel heaters, kind of like this situation here. It came on off and on, off and on, off and on. I couldn't get no sleep. Minnie the Body Shop girl tossed and turned in the bed. Now, I will say this, the mattresses in that hotel were very comfortable. That was the only thing. There wasn't a TV control in there. I had to go down to the desk and argue with the guy for 15 minutes before he would actually give me one. Like, I'm gonna steal a satellite TV control. Wow. Oh, and then they made me give them a $100 deposit. Why do you need a deposit? I'm spending the night here for $135, sir. That's our rules and regulations. You'll get it back once we clean the room and inspect it. Okay, fine, I better get my motherfucking money back. The hotel that we're gonna go into, the motel room, was I believe it was $62 with tax. 63, it was under 65 bucks. No questions asked. Have a nice, beautiful night, sir, and enjoy your room. Let's go look at this room, the $65 roadside, independently owned, right there, motel, okay? Right there. Now, before we go in the room, I want to say one thing. You used to see these signs all over America on the highways and byways that said, American owned, owned by Americans. You can forget that, okay? It doesn't really matter who owns the motel, as long as it's a nice, efficient, clean, and presentable place to sleep. I've been in some dirtbag places, trust me, but I've also been in some beautiful, honest, hardworking, foreigner-owned motels and have never had a problem. Let's go look at this motel room. I want to show you, and then I'm going to tell you how to look for these places as you're driving down the road. And the first thing you want to remember, do not make reservations at a hotel online. Do not do that. There's too many motels on the side, on the road, that you don't need to do that with. Do not make reservations. Get the motel when you need it. All right, don't make advanced reservations. You're wasting your money, and you are not saving money by using these online, Priceline.com and all this other crapola that you think you're saving money. This is saving money right here. So let's go into the motel room, and I'm going to show it to you. Beautiful room. We got here around 10:30 last night, and once we open the door, we see that the door is old. It is weathered and tattered. It's not a new heavy Super Duty door, but let's go ahead and walk and look inside. We shut the door. It's got a normal lock on, it's got a deadbolt, and it's got a chain. Okay, the door latch is good, the deadbolt locks fine, and the chain is going to keep us secure, just like that. Okay, do you see there? $65, sir. It's got the no disturb sign right here, if you need that. No problemo. And the door is airtight, okay? Airtight door. Beautiful. $65 door. Now, I would like to warn everybody, we did spend the night here last night, so the beds aren't made properly, but I do want to show you the room and go over everything to show you what kind of budget there is out there on saving money on motels, not hotels. Forget the corporation. Corporations are only here for one thing. That right there. Where the sun doesn't shine. So we're going to go ahead and go in the room here. And I want everybody to take a look at this. This has been a remodel. This room's been remodeled. It's got a brand new heating and cooling system. You can see that right there. Works beautiful. The beds are brand new. When I first came in the room, I thought it was kind of oddball to see this type of bed in a motel of this fashion and style and for the money. It seemed a little weird having these big giant headboards and all that, but I will tell you, I slept very well last night. I slept over here. Minnie had to sleep in her own bed, and we got a good night's sleep. Is what counts. Getting that good night's sleep so you can get back on the road the next morning and drive down the road nice and refreshed. So normally in the corporate hotels, I don't know if anybody's noticed, they're using everything is white. They're using white bedspreads, white blankets, white sheets, everything is white. The bedspread itself is not even a bedspread. It's like this thin layer, feels like a towel. It's inexpensive, it's cheap, and probably made in China. But look what we got here. This is a real bedspread. Do you see what I'm talking about? Very nice, very warm, and I'm going to let you know this is all I used last night, is that bedspread. If I was in the corporate hotel, I would have had to use all the covers. The bed itself made very, very nicely. Nice clean sheets, nice clean pillowcases. The pillow itself was very comfortable. I liked the pillow. It was a comfortable pillow, and I slept pretty much all night long, which is very hard for my friend Pete to do, because I hate hotels and motels. I hate them. So we're going to go ahead and pull the covers back. I want to show you. Look how nice this is. Look how nice and clean. All right. These are actually cotton sheets. Cotton sheets. They're very comfortable, very soft. This is our roadside motel, remodeled motel. The first thing you want to do before you get a motel room, you want to see how the building looks. You want to focus on what the atmosphere is outside before you even come inside. Now, it is important to get online and actually read some reviews on the motel that you're looking at. I will say that. I'll be giving this motel a 5-star review, and it was a very comfortable. The gentleman, I believe he's possibly the owner, very, very friendly, very nice and courteous. He didn't even charge me any tax. He just said, here's how much it is, no tax, buddy. Okay, enjoy your night. Very nice and polite. That's the kind of atmosphere I want to be around. I don't want to be around this corporate, guru, utilitarian type people and living style. I hate that, and it really sucks. So you can see you got your average desk right here, nice little desk. We got a TV. It's not a giant TV, but it's a big TV. They have satellite TV here. You got your dressers and drawers. And of course, this is a kitchenette type room. If you wanted to do an extended stay in this room, this would be a great room to do it. It's got a beautiful lounge chair. Look at this. Now, how many corporate hotels are you going to go in? And it's got a recliner chair in the room. $65 and under, sir. $65 and under is what we're looking at. The carpet is very clean. I was actually comfortable taking my shoes off and walking on the floor without looking at the bottom of my feet and seeing it filthy black. And you know what I'm talking about when you take your shoes off and you walk around about 5 minutes on the carpet and then you look at the bottom of your socks and they're black. I didn't have that in this room. It was very, very nice. Very, very nice room. Just like the corporate hotels, look what we got. We got a coffee machine. We got some coffee right here. We got some sugar. We got stirs. We got cups. We got water cups right here. What is this? Now that is that's courtesy right there if you ask me. I would rather have my clock over here than over there on that table bothering the shit out of me at night with that light flashing in my eyes. And then of course we got the ice bucket. We got a little refrigerator here. And yes, it is on. A miniature microwave. A nice place to hang our clothes and feel comfortable to relax. We got some nice cabinet drawers over here, and I mean, it just looks very homey and cozy, and you get that feeling that you're basically at home. So we're gonna walk into the bathroom, and a lot of times when you see roadside motels, you're thinking cockroaches, you're thinking bed bugs, you're thinking crabs maybe, and all this other stuff. But once again, what you're looking at is the representation of the big picture when you drive up to it. If you see that the motel has been remodeled on the outside, more than likely the motel has been remodeled on the inside. One thing I will tell you, when we walked into this room, we didn't have that nasty hotel smell. It was a clean smell. It smelled basically like if we cleaned our house at home. It didn't have the corporate cleaning utensil smell that all corporate hotels smell like, and it was very cozy and comfortable. The bathroom is old school. I would say this is probably from the 60s, but I want to show you all something. I want you to watch this real close. This shower was probably the best shower I've taken in 5 years. I want to show you the water pressure on this bathtub. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the shower head on, and it's unbelievable how much pressure we had. And look at this big giant shower head. Unbelievable. The pressure on that water was extremely comfortable. It was massaging comfortable at that. Okay, my lens is fogging up because the water's so long that it's steaming. So as far as the bathroom goes, the toilet flushed very well. We had good water pressure on the sink. Very lightable, everything's good. And another thing I like about these little hotels is they got exhaust fans. So when you got to do your thing on the toilet, you got the exhaust fan running, so the person sitting outside doesn't get bothered once you open the door. Most corporate hotels don't have exhaust fans because that's a way for them to save money. So once again, this was a very comfortable room. It was an honest room. It's located in Lamar, Colorado. It's called the Blue Spruce, I believe. We're going to go out there and look at it. The gentleman that owns this place is very, very polite. He was very helpful. I even asked him on the phone, and I was pretty abrupt about it. And I said, are the rooms clean? Does it stink in there? Is it clean sheets? Is it clean this, clean that? Oh, yes, sir. Yes. You'll love it. You'll love it. Come on by. If you don't like it, I give you a refund 100%. No problem. There's an ironing board right here. That's a plus. How many corporate operations got that going on? This is just an example of what you can do out there to save money, because right now, in the times that we have, the times that we're living in, are very, very rough. And the best thing to do is to save every nickel and dime that you can when you're traveling, especially the gas prices. Gas prices are ridiculous. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, turning the lights off for the guy, because guess what? Even he's got a big electricity bill. Let's be courteous to the motel owner, the roadside motel owner, that's doing you a square deal by remodeling and spending thousands of dollars to make his hotel beautiful for you to stay in. Let's help him out as well. Go ahead and leave that light on. I went ahead and turned the air conditioning down too, so it won't run his electricity bill up. So always remember, the roadside motel is here to stay. Whether it's owned by Americans or owned by a foreigner, who gives a rat's shit? Okay, who cares who owns it? All right, when you're driving down the highway, look at the quality. The only thing I would do on the internet when you're in search of a hotel or a motel is to look at the reviews. That's it, nothing more. You don't need to make reservations. You're not going to save any money. Who cares about the points and all this other shit so you can get a free night hotel room, okay? We're talking about saving money and enjoying your road trip and feeling comfortable the night after as you sleep. Disgusting, filthy, slimy. Corporate America can suck off, because this is where I'm at right here. Hometown USA, hometown America, right here, helping out the small business owner, and fuck the corporation. So I'd like to go ahead and do a little shout out for, you got it, the Blue Spruce Motel right here in Lamar, Colorado. If you're traveling this way, if you're coming down this highway and you run across the Blue Spruce, tell them my friend Pete sent you, because this is an awesome motel, and very, very reasonably priced. And I slept like a baby, bitch, right there.